Y'all, please tell me, what is wrong with this generation? I believe this day and time puts way too much on their women. I mean, they're expected to clean the home, take care of the babies while having a career. It is mentally and physically exhausting to work a full-time position, come home, homemake, and then pour whatever you have left into your child or children. If I just described you, I want to let you know that I see you. I have been there out of necessity, but I did not realize how much stress and anxiety was lifted off my shoulders until I quit my full-time job and concentrated on homemaking. Don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with having a career if that's what you want. It takes a lot of hard work and dedication. I've been down that path too. I just believe that women should have the option to stay at home if they so desire. So if you have clicked on this video, it is likely that you want to quit your full-time job, or you're thinking about quitting your full-time job to become a full-time homemaker. I know how it feels to be in your shoes, being at work, wanting a different lifestyle, desiring to be more present in the home. More women these days are wanting to be what they call the trad wife and wanting to be more present at home, being a homemaker. And I think that's an admirable quality in somebody if they can do that, to be more present in the household. Someone has to do it. Someone has to run the home. It doesn't run by itself. I have set out in this video to encourage you to work towards goals that you can do while you're still working your full-time job, so that you can be a homemaker in the future. Who else folds on their bed? I do it all the time. I really feel like I have to have my bed made to do laundry. Does anybody else feel that way? Brent took Rebecca out, so I have the opportunity to film this little segment of the video. This is the next day of me filming. Here are some goals that I want to encourage you with to be able to be a stay-at-home homemaker in the future. Start a pot right there. Goal number 1, you need to have a savings account. I feel like our savings account has saved us so many times. And me quitting my job, and we haven't always had the funds to pay for things, and that's when that savings account really came in handy. And we saved quite a bit of money before I quit my full-time job, and that has helped tremendously. So if you open up a savings account or already have a savings account and you're still working, put all your extra money into it, because you will need it later. I promise you. That is a good bit of advice. Next one is pay off all your debt. Brent and I do not believe in having debt or having credit cards. We had 2 credit cards, but they were secured credit cards where we put our money up front, and it was almost like another savings account. It wasn't even like using credit almost, because they had that security of money up front, you know, a secured credit card. And that's what we did to purchase our house. We have all our cars paid off, so we don't have to worry about that. The only debt we have really right now that we could not help is paying off my hospital bills from Rebecca's birth. So that's literally the only debt besides our home debt that we have. We don't have any car debt. And if you're wanting to quit your full-time job and live off of just one income, I suggest that you pay off all the debts that you can. That way you're not worried about extra money going outside the home. You're just worried about your bills. Pay off as much debt as you possibly can, all of it if possible, before you become a homemaker. The next tip is to live within your means. Don't live outside of your means, and if you can actually live under your means, that would be amazing, because then you could save extra money for accidents that pop up in life. Don't exceed your means, because then you go fall back into debt, and that isn't the point of you coming out, is going into debt and struggling like that. It's actually for you to be able to survive on one income. So try to live within your means, get the bills as low as possible if you can. And especially if your husband does not have that best of a job. Maybe he will in the future after he finishes school, or maybe he will after he climbs the ladder a little bit, or maybe he has the best job ever. Maybe he can financially support you, and that would be great. Try to live within your means, that way you don't get into trouble. And then the last goal that I wrote down is don't be scared to do a little side hustle. Right now, I work Tuesdays and Thursdays, half days at a preschool, and that brings an extra $500 in a month. And that to me is my little side hustle, even though it's kind of a little part-time job. It's just Tuesdays and Thursdays, half a day. Not much at all. And don't be scared to find that little side hustle to bring in extra income. I know a lot of homemakers who actually do that, who actually do crafts or do some sort of baked goods that they sell. Try to sell stuff on eBay, Facebook Marketplace. Don't try to start a business, but try to do those little side hustles to get you extra income coming in to help out with the bills and help you get by. So don't be scared to do that extra little side hustle. So I really hope that this has helped somebody who is working towards becoming a homemaker, still in their job. I know it can be very discouraging to be in your job and wanting to be at home. I've been there. I actually just quit my full-time position. I had to work from February to June, not wanting to work, wanting to be at home more than anything with my little precious baby. I had to leave her at 3 months old, and that was so hard for me. I had to trust the Lord that He was laying everything out for me to be at home. I know how it feels being there at work, really struggling, wanting just a different life, a different lifestyle, and not being able to do that. And just keep pushing on, keep working towards your goals, keep praying about it. I know it will happen for you too. And comment me down below and I will try to encourage you in that direction. And if you have any questions, just let me know. I'm so glad I got this video done. I'm going to finish up my laundry while my baby is still out. Maybe I can actually get some laundry done. So I hope y'all have an amazing weekend, and I hope you have an amazing new year.